Okay, just going to do my daily and then let's get into the PvP farm. Hello there, Giannis, welcome. Going to start the PvP farm in a bit. Maybe not the most exciting content, but I think it fits the stream format pretty well. And the way I like to do PvP is to focus on specific defenses, try and optimize them. So I'm going to use my optimized quick team and let's see if it continues to do well. Like, I don't think I've lost to strength with it yet, but you can always get some random good luck with teams. But yeah, let's get into it. I haven't played for over a day, so I've dropped a bit in ranking, but this is a pretty good place to start. The team I will be using is this one. Most of it is pretty standard. The main one you don't often see here on offense is Orochi. And by the ones I tested, he's just the best glue. The main issue this quick team has is basically surviving Luffy sometimes, the strength Luffy, but here Orochi, like everything he does here helps. HP up, HP is more important than defense since Luffy ignores defense. Speed actually turned out to be great, it lets us attack more closer to when our specials get filled in the beginning. Attack up is always nice of course, and enemies attack down level 3 is also good since attack down actually works. Hello there, Chrono Square. Special is also pretty good, like the actual damage is a bit whatever, just 2 units HP cut, but you can get some special bind and the speed and attack down are pretty useful. It's just weird that it's 4 enemies, that's actually quite annoying sometimes. Go with slashers against strengths. I'm not a believer in that personally, but like if it works for you, it works for you. That's fine. I'm just happy to be using quick against strength. F teams have not been common for a long time. Cerebral defense Giannis, that sounds pretty dope. I'd say this counts as a strength. Pretty weird strength though, but let's go with it. I'm just going to use this team every single match. Yeah, all my stream chrono are saved, so easy to watch later. I have a playlist for them. If you go to my YouTube page, I have it pretty high to the top as well, the latest stream thingy. So yeah, I actually like how YouTube does streams. One thing I managed to find today was how to make the screen brighter. So I'm happy to finally have a good brightness on my iPad. It was like the remaining big issue I had to handle. So I'm happy we got it handled. Going to be weird though, like when I farm PvP, I rarely watch a lot of the battles. Like I often just are interested in the end result. So yeah, going weird to sit here for at least an hour looking at PvP battles, but hopefully having a chat here to watch with me will make it a bit more interesting. But yeah, there's not really anything threatening here. Like, the only thing that could happen here is like a timeout. But that doesn't seem very realistic, to be honest. Like, Donjin Yao is of course always very annoying, like here the 10-second special bind and everything, but... yeah, I still have a hard time seeing this become a timeout. Hello there, ADTS, welcome. Well, it's just my first stream, and it is my first time streaming at this hour, so might not be that weird actually. Shiryu dying is actually good. This gets us in blue jam. Wow, that actually did a ton of damage. I'm actually in trouble. It will be funny to lose the first battle. But at the same time, the team I built has not been optimized for this particular comp I'm facing. So it might be okay, but yeah, it will be hard to win now, I guess. Well, maybe not. Ah, another Donjin Yao, that sucks. We'll see what happens. Probably I lost though. Hello there, Mohammed Numanovic. Our only hope is like a blue jam wave clear here. Sadly the enemy is spread out, so probably hard. And the order is pretty bad, so I guess we lost the first one, but as said, the team I've been using this quick defense for is not this particular team, but yeah, I take the L. One loss. And as said, this team has been undefeated, and I won quite a bit with it. But it has been against the more standard-ish strength defense that is common now, where powerhouse focus with Luffy and everything. So yeah, GG to my old teammate Serax for successfully baiting me there. And this is more what I'm used to seeing, so let's get a better benchmark. Facing Aero here. So yeah, I'm just going to keep using this team. We can get a pretty good tally of how it does. So yeah. Skip to PvP. Well, I can see them doing it for like the first three games. Skip after that just makes PvP an even bigger game sync. But hey, that maybe one I will like that too. So who knows in the future. Hello there, Masked Saiyan. Welcome. Shiryu went off the first 30 seconds there, which makes a big difference. I don't think I ever lost when Shiryu is launched that early. He just adds so much extra damage, and the potential special bind is also pretty dope. But yeah, this is basically the perfect start, if we can just get the sugar special as well. And yeah, her special bind is running out, so looks good. Hello there, Das. Welcome. Luffy going now, this should not be too bad. I tried a lot of different units here, but it's basically impossible to reliably kill Luffy before his first special. If you don't have enough HP and HP up and like attack down applied to him, he does way too much damage. So yeah, I ended up with Orochi. Before that I tried a bunch of different things. Yeah. With is a surprise. I can't imagine she's actually optimal. I know she's like a CT reducer, but like strength fighter CT reducer, that's obviously Tama. So not sure why people use Vivi instead. I presume it's kind of a bait intention, but it's so commonly used now, so I don't know. Got a Sanji here. I actually think Sanji is pretty underestimated. Like, I'm not going to say Sanji is good, but he's definitely a lot better than people give him credit for, and I've used him before on pretty successful teams. But other than that, yeah, another Vivi, another Yak, another Luffy. Kid is not often you see though, not too scared of him though. Yeah, Like V2 Kaido might have fallen off for quick, but versus Akinu is as good as ever. And yeah, this looks like a pretty quick win. So to say, quick win. Almost a 30-second win, a little bit over it. Oh, I forgot to keep the count, that's 2 wins. I need to remember this. But yeah, these two have not been the strongest strength defenses either. So let's see if we get something tasty later. Another pretty normal looking baitish defense. Yeah, no LB for Sunny yet either. Yeah, I forgot it must say, but now it's accurate at least. It's not the most clean counter, but for a beginning streamer, I think it's acceptable. But yeah, in my experience when using this team, King has not been a big issue. We debuffed the strength team so much that he barely lost any damage. It's only really Luffy that's very scary. And of course the Boas, if you face them, they're just so annoying with their RNG. But yeah, when you get a start like this, it's basically impossible to lose. Like as I said, as long as Shiryu is launched first 30 seconds, I haven't lost yet, so... And yeah, Orochi to debuff even more, and now we can't really take any damage. King even got knocked out. Now comes the... Oh, Luffy is not ready yet. A second Shiryu special already, not even gone half the battle. Like the quick CT up is pretty intense. Okay, well, this is going swimmingly. Well, this is how it worked for me in my farming the other day. So let's see. Like, the interesting thing will be how it stacks up over time. Now we're looking at a bit more of a scary dev team, but we're facing every strength team we see. Like, for our team to be really good, they have to beat more harder ones. But yeah, this looks like a pretty good comp. Like, they have the Tama, which should be used more. King as well should be a lead too. Like, I have no big issues with this lead at all. Even have the kid bench, like... My main issue, I guess, is Law instead of Boa Marigold. Probably makes more sense. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Looks like we're getting the early Shiryu, and as said, I have never lost with early Shiryu. Let's see if this is the first. Akino is almost ready again too. And yeah, now we've got... Yeah, King is already out. Yeah, this is going really nice. I guess one issue with Tama is that she provides no offensive or defensive benefit, just CT up, and CT up is pretty relevant here. And as you see, we've debuffed it so much that Kid Special just does nothing at all. So yeah, this team looked pretty hard, but we're giving it a pretty good beating. Now Luffy's gone, and that's GG. Well, I figured I'd win, but I didn't think it would be this easy. This is the worst part of PvP battles to me, like, when the victory is already decided, but you launched all your specials, it's just a waiting game to get the specials back to finish the job, basically. And that's the third Akino, I think. Are the new Bullet good? I don't think he's good personally. We talked a bit about him previous stream. like in a vacuum, it's not like he's bad, it's just that in the context of a Dex, PvP rare recruits, like they're already oversaturated with amazing PvP rare recruits, and I don't see myself basically ever using Bullet instead of Pell, Dalton, Moria, Soba. Like those four are so amazingly good. Hello there, Rebel Mage. Thanks for the compliments. I need to update the wing counter. I'll do it after I start the next game, I guess. Let's see if we can find a strength. There we go. Pretty weird strength. I hate seeing that Sorrow. I'm sure people understand when I say that, but that Sorrow is capable of some incredible monstrosities. Okay. Nobody can pull off DS with the defense victories like this Sorrow can. So I know I struggled with this particular defense before. This is like the one strength defense you can see from time to time, and it's been pretty annoying to deal with. So let's see if this particular defense team can handle it. It's possible to Bandai put back the old character in the game on Arena or on the PKA. Well, they've already put back a lot of the old units in PKA, but it's possible they add more. They added 2 new ones this month in the point event Summer Girls. I don't remember who they are, like, is it Monet and something else? Don't remember. Otherwise, they can also add some old Ray Bazaar units to the Ray Bazaar from time to time. But I'm still missing some free-to-play, so I hope they keep adding more. Some free-to-play before I started, stuff like that. Well, this is looking pretty decent actually. Odin gone now. Yeah. When I got first place in the PvP finals before ADTS, I had so many losses to single Zoro left, and we just couldn't do enough damage, and he countered me to death. It happened so many times that you could see it coming from a mile when the setup was done, basically. But yeah, not having to go for first again in PvP is going to feel really good. Never doing that again. But yeah, that's another win. Oh, I forgot facing Sorrow. I shouldn't have updated yet. I'll change if we lose. But even Sorrow surely can't pull this off. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I got some real Sorrow PTSD. So yeah, been going really well so far this team. That first loss, bit of an outlier. Wasn't really a proper strength defense team yet, but no excuses. Yeah, I'm not facing Xerax again. One loss is enough. This is also one of those pseudo strength teams. It might be better than mono strength, to be honest. But I'm inclined to try again. Let's see how it goes. We live in a strange world where a fighter might be better than strength. Which is pretty interesting, I'd say. Fighter is one of those that have always had potential on paper, but has just lacked a lot. Well, Diogo, you just have to wait and see. They've added a lot of missing stuff, but hopefully eventually they'll be adding back everything. So, can't do anything but being patient, really. But yeah, I'd also be frustrated if I lacked like the free-to-play Pedro support, for example. That will be an awful feeling. Like, the thing with Orochi is that he adds such a good stability to the team, but he's incredibly boring to see. Like, most of the stuff he does is his ability, like his special doesn't contribute super much. But yeah, looks like we could beat this fire team quite easily at least. Okay, another one. That's 6 in a row. Yeah, let's see if we can break into the top 100 during this stream. We'll see how long I keep going. Probably not more than 2 hours at least. That's really the personal limit for me. Here we go. Another solid strength team. I saw another one about though. I'll take this one because it looks much more unique. I have not faced a team like this before, so let's do it. Hello there, Artie. Welcome. Okay, there's the early Shuri special. Yeah, this looks pretty bad, this defense team. Hello there, Shoto Khan. I'll agree that Luffy has impressed me more in some fighter defenses. But I think against fighter, you shouldn't run quick, really. But I'm not sure what I'd run against fighter either. But yeah, I'm not really interested in figuring that out right now. It's not really popular enough. And yes, it's hard to see Akainu be replaced as well. He's just too good, really. Hello there, 2 stylus for you. Thank you. I've never really liked PvP, but I played it so much that I become decent at building teams. Like, I'm very hit and miss, but the one thing I do is that I rarely give up. I keep trying, and sometimes it clicks. Like, I think this team has clicked pretty well. And for the PvP season I won a few months back, like, there I really managed to strike gold with my teams. That was a big part of me being able to win that. Okay. What do we get now? Okay. Another very standardish looking team, but the 3 Vives unit makes it pretty worrisome anyway. Chauzu is pretty decent, but the problem with Chauzu is that once he's used his first special, he's basically useless, and it's a very realistic chance he uses his first special too late, and then he's always useless, so yeah. Don't recommend. Okay, good Orochi timing here, weakening the enemy a bit. No Kaido special yet, that's taking very long. But sure, here comes the Luffy at least. Let's see the damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, it's such a day and night difference using Orochi compared to, say, I was using Shiki before this, and he didn't help enough. Like, he himself got blown away easily, I took so much damage, so yeah, Orochi gives the team the stability it barely needed. The team doesn't do the most damage, but like if it goes bad, we have a very hard hitting bench too, so it works out pretty good. Replacement for Orochi, not a great one. Like in my testing, Orochi has been the best by far. Nothing has really compared to Orochi. Like, you can win, but the win rate drops severely in my personal experience. Yeah, obviously, like, quick is basically quick driven. Like, if you don't have driven, that's a huge bane, basically. Like, it doesn't help, so smoothing will be a lot better if she was driven, of course. It's still not my most fav unit, especially on offense. Like on defense, she's okay, but mostly just an annoyance unit. Ooh. Early Shiryu again. Feels good. Like, Shiryu had one of the most impactful level limit break. Like, as I've said it before, but I think Shiryu has always been great. I've never dropped him from lead on quick teams, but obviously, like, the level limit break, it's such a big buff. Like, all that extra damage, 3000 damage to all enemies, as long as you use it the first 30 seconds. And on top of that, you also have 5 minutes special bind potential to everybody, so that's also a great delayer potentially. So yeah, just a greatly buffed unit that I guess didn't really need it, but makes quick driven a lot better. Second Akainu special. Sally the wives survived. Here comes the Luffy. I think we're in a pretty good position now. Yeah, that did nothing. Yeah, Orochi does too much. We looked at him before starting playing, but 5 HP up. HP is the most important against special that go through defense. Speed up level 5 to let all of the specials go faster, like Shiryu Akainu that you wanted to go early. You have the attack up, which is just nice for extra damage. And on top of that, he does attack down level 3, so Luffy and the gang does even less damage. So he's an incredibly good unit, and the special, while not good, has pretty good synergy with that kit. So yeah, big fan. This is the first time I've ever used Orochi on offense for pretty obvious reason, but he's literally just a glue unit, kind of similar to Weavon Duffy back in the day. He never did anything particularly good, but you just needed him to keep the team together. I have a policy to never face Roger Whitebeard. Let's see where the next strength team is. Shoutouts to Tribal Chief, still using the same defense team forever. There we go. Oh, Shiryu. Well, I don't actually remember all of the buffs, but I'm sure he got some more buffs. Well, I did look at the buffs before, but it's hard to remember all of them. But I know it was a very good buff overall. I was very happy to see it. Yeah, not worth facing Roger and Whitebeard. It's, yeah, as you say, a coin flip. And it's not fun playing knowing you have like 2 guaranteed deaths, basically. Like, maybe if I tried facing them, I could reevaluate it, like, with... But the only one who has, like, guaranteed team-wide revive is the Dex Luffy. And Dex is not that great on offense, like if, for example, Psy Luffy had the same thing, like everybody could revive, then it will be a bit more worth since it's just 1 kill instead of 2, that's a big difference. Oh, first time with a Kaido special. It's honestly not that scary, like it might kill 1 unit, but other than that, it's not too bad. We got a bit of a weakened team though, and Orochi going down is pretty bad for the HP and stuff. So we might be in a bad spot after this. Blue Yam going down is very sad. This might be a loss actually. I wonder if Shiro went off before, I didn't pay attention. Okay, but that looks a lot better now. Basically, we have to kill before Luffy is ready again, which should be realistic considering the position here. Like Pell, the difference is, I guess, is that Pell is a bit more universal, even if it's mostly used on Dex teams. But this Shiri is exclusively quick or driven, and also has to be frontline, otherwise a lot of PvP recruits are backline nukers and such. But yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite PvP recruits. I've been using him since release on every quick team as a lead, so I'm a big fan. And I've always been a believer. Oh, facing my Korean friend Stay here. Very interesting team. It looks like it can't be that defensively stable, but it's still pretty threatening with all that true damage, but we're doing it. King is good, but I actually don't rate King that good anymore. And I say that as someone who has used him extensively. Like, as a bench, King is basically useless due to his high CT. Like, he rarely gets ready in time to use his special. Early Shiryu proc, by the way. We like to see that. Next issue with King is as a lead. Also the high CD, but also like until Luffy's strength wasn't the best. But now, like on offense, I can see King being good again with this Luffy team. Like, I can't test it on offense, I can't really say, but might be a pretty good combo versus Dex nowadays. So I like to try that in the future, but I'm not going to be pulling this Luffy until like March, basically, with Global Annie. That was an incredibly easy win against my Korean friend here. Not gonna lie, I was kind of looking down on the new strength team, but facing it, it does look stronger than I imagined, so I can see them being like the optimal pick versus Dex now. But as said again, I can't really test it myself. But on defense, it looks like strength is not that great. But there are a few caveats here. Like, if we take a look at the booster unit this season, like, you'd think it will be strength and such, but the strength powerhouse fighter doesn't really get that many buffs. On the other hand, Driven gets like defense up level 5. At least when I check the rules, we can't double check them after this. So in that case, like, it's a bit of a misrepresentation that Quick wins this well against strength. We also have the fact that most of these strength teams have very low dupes on Luffy and Kaido and such, and if they were higher it might be a different story, hard to say. At the same time, my Orochi is just level 105 and not level Limit Break expansion, so my team could also be a bit better, even if everything else is level 150 Limit Break expansion, so it's a pretty well invested team. Sugar being Limit Break expanded is one of the dumbest decisions I made, by the way. So her finally being good in PvP is at least making me feel a bit better about that key. Another one. Let's take a double check the rules, just so I didn't misunderstand it. I read the rules on Discord after all. Yeah. Driven has HP up level 5, that's really good. Free Spirit F up doesn't affect the strength team really. Fighter Seat is like the only benefit they get, so it's actually quick that is more buffed than strength is finals, which is pretty weird. This looks interesting, but pretty weak. I always have a lot of copium Rebel Rage. I don't even remember what Luffy does in Grand Party, honestly. The new Luffy, the strength one. I remember he didn't really impress me much, but yeah, the strat helped out a lot. I hope we can keep using it for the future, but there's always the chance that Bandai closes it, of course. One annoying part of Tama, of course, is the healing. And Shiro with the clutch there literally last second. Special bind Tama, please. Whatever. Let's just kill Tama before she starts healing, please. Luffy bench is a bit interesting, I guess. Could be a good late game sweeper, potentially. Take out Tama, please. She's coming now. Like, we're in pretty good spot anyway, but it's just annoying when Tama gets the heal started. Like, Tama with level Limit Break is a literal nightmare. It feels weird to see, but I don't hope she ever gets one, because it will be bad for the health of the game if Tama got the level Limit Break. Feels weird to say, but she's that impactful. Missed out the Shiryu there, or the Orochi. A bit scared of the Luffy now, but with bench units it's always a bit of an RNG how close they are to using their special. Blue Yang coming in here, hope he can make an impact. Blue Yang hasn't done that much so far. Like, the few times he's needed to come in, he's being killed before using his special, really. Here comes the Orochi. Yeah, a lot of debuffs. Even if Luffy uses his special, it won't be too much. Here comes the Blue Yam, finally doing some good work here. Now we just need to win before the clock goes out. Don't kill Shiryu. Okay. Wow, that was a biggie from Haze. Wow. This is tight. Fuji might carry here. Come on, Fuji, do it. Woo! That was the tightest one for quite a while, but we won. Driven resistance for Tama. Well, I can see it happening. The scariest part is if they start giving Tama actual useful defensive abilities like HP up, def up, stuff like that. That would be a literal nightmare. Another one. Let's keep going. There's so many strength Fs. That's one of the reasons I decided to make a themed stream, because I know I don't have to search forever for a strength team. It's a lot more easy to justify doing it then. And in general for these streams I will want some kind of theme or a hook or something. It's boring to just write like, oh, Zephyr Final Farm, I'm going for top 100, come watch. Like, there's not really any incitement to watch there, I feel like. Who do you think will be the next legend? Kobe is basically confirmed. We're just waiting for the official confirmation really, but it will be one of the biggest surprises in forever if we don't get a Kobe legend for Treasure Map. And I know some people will say like, Kobe can't get a legend now, he's going to get a legend next year, and it's like, when did One Piece Treasure Cruise ever just give a Unit 1 legend and then not give any more legends? Like, we'll get V1, V2, V3 Kobe, like, it will happen eventually, so it's not a big deal at all. We're talking like, one Kobe legend now, one sometime next year, like, it's a big gap, it doesn't matter. Reducing opponent CD for Tama, well, sure, like the thing with Tama is that anything they give her will feel incredibly frustrating to face, since she was already amazing without that. I want to say that I was one of the early Tama believers as well. I was using her from day one when I used like the old Free Spirit Crit meme team, and I've always been a believer in Tama. We're taking quite a lot of damage here, but yeah, we should be fine, even if Luffy doesn't work here. Is Luffy getting special bite? I'm not sure if Luffy can get that, but he's debuffed at least. But yeah, that's another one. We're winning so much that we don't even need to write it. Like, it just shows up after battle how many we won. Still funny how the only one we lost was the literal first one, even if it wasn't against a strength team, really was a fighter team. Yes, Free Spirit Crit, it doesn't get any more classic than that. Hello there, Giuseppe, I'm good. How are you? I'm a bit tired, to be honest, been a long day at work. But I have prepared to do a stream, so like today I'm going to sleep here at my secondary house, so I'm not really in a rush like I'd be normally. Also, I'm thinking of streaming a bit tomorrow too. That will mainly be a Pirate King Adventure stream, probably not too long, but yeah, like on Wednesdays now I will be off work pretty early, so good time to do a small stream. That stream will be a lot earlier than this one though, like 5-6 hours earlier basically. Early Shiri again, you love to see it. Like, I feel like when we get to start like that, you don't even need to watch, you can just space out, do some other stuff, no need to watch. Like I said, I'm not used to watching PvP so much, but yeah, we're streaming now, so not much I can do. I'm just forced into doing it. But yeah, one of the best feelings is when the PvP finals ends, because we know that for a long time we're going to not have PvP. Like, we go into the treasure map, into Kizuna, so at least no PvP for like almost 3 weeks. Very chill. What's your rank goal for this PvP final? I'm going at least top 500. If top 100 is possible, I usually do it. I will not be going for top 10 at least. Shiryu good with the level limit break? Yeah, it's an amazing level limit break. We've already talked a lot about Shiryu's level limit break, but as I've said, I was already a Shiryu believer, and it just got even better with the level limit break. Yeah, I'd say that 6+ Stampede Luffy is pretty certain. Like, I can see people being skeptical since we got a new Luffy, but it was the same thing when we got the 6+ Luffy Ace. We also got a new Luffy Legend that month, so it doesn't really mean anything. It just makes sense since we've got every other old movie Legend 6+ except for Stampede Luffy, so yeah, just do it. Oh, it's Tube Cry, my biggest fan. Welcome. Let's see what we can find. A bit too low points. Here we go. Admiral Greenball. Well, Greenball is definitely getting a legend. The question is when. For this month, pretty certain we'll stick with movies. But then, of course, for the end of month, anything can happen. Fingers crossed that we do the last one batch end of November. Personally, I like to see both Green Bull and an adult Momo legend. I think that makes a lot of sense. Early Shuri again. And that's victory basically secured already. Not really, but... that Tama heal to counter though. Very annoying. At least we got Akainu incoming. Have you tried Robin? Super Robin instead of Orochi? No. When I looked for potential units to fill this 5th slot, I was only looking at Quick and Driven. But I'm sure there are other possible tech choices, but I like to keep it as synergetic as possible. But of course sometimes it just isn't possible, but this time it did work out. Do I read the manga too? Yeah, I basically only read the manga. I very rarely watch the anime. I watch some Crunchyroll clips on YouTube when they pop up, but that's it basically. Let's see how we take this Luffy special. Yeah, that's fine. I might try Robin in the future, but I'm also the kind of guy that if it works, don't change it. I'm very happy to change if it doesn't work, but when it starts working, you don't mess with it. That's my personal policy. Also, as the team builder I am, when I build something myself and it looks like it works, I'm even less inclined to change, because then I can brag that, oh, it was actually me who came up with this. The team uses 7 of the same 8 units that every quick team uses, but I found the 8th unit. Incredible team building. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine to throw out suggestions, and not everybody has Orochi. So it's good for people to hear some potential replacements to try. So if you don't have replacements, feel free to try the Super Sugo Robin. Luffy's insane in PvP. I guess he's good for strength, but I'm still skeptical about how good strength is really. But I can't really try it since I don't have him. But he has impressed me more on defense than I thought I will be. At the same time, I think I forgot to update. At the same time, I do have 16 straight wins now, so how scary is he really? Shanks, very good in both PvE and PvP. I'd say that both Luffy and Shanks are very similar in PvE. Both are really good. I just think it was a mistake to make that film Red Legend. Everybody wanted the duo, they didn't do it. It was just a bad decision by Bandai. Then they were actually cool. and I've enjoyed using them as friend captain. I look forward to pulling them in March or so. Hello there, 2S Stylish. Not sure how to say that. Welcome. Kaido doesn't seem to be worth anymore. Yeah, if you mean on strength teams, like I can't remember ever being impressed by what Kaido does in PvP. I've barely faced him. When I faced him now, like when I didn't have Orochi, like sure he could do some damage, but now I feel like they aren't able to break through this defense most of the time. Also good to see you, SC Set. I know you are a team builder too. Don't remember the last time I saw a team from you though. Yeah, I see you're mostly uploading shorts now. Or maybe it's not. No, it's videos, it just doesn't have a thumbnail. Okay. Using Shanks 3 times in PK, Blena, Depp and Sunny. I'll make sure to watch that later. Looks like a cool team. I don't have the badge with lime use and such, so I've just spaced out on teams like that. I saw that I wasn't subscribed to you, so I'll make sure to do that. I usually subscribe to anyone who makes good teams. Quick Kaido. Oh, I get you. I talked a bit about V2 Kaido before, and I agree he's not worth it. I had already demoted him to a sub spot really, or like a bench spot, but now he's finally been dropped entirely. I think I forgot to update again. Taking a while to find a strength team this time. Maybe people are removing them as I'm streaming this. YK. That's a pretty hot team from Alien, not going to lie. I see B-Bro is doing B-Bro teams with absolutely cancer defense teams. Yeah, I think most people who upload videos to YouTube about OPTC knows Stylish. I think so. Sub Kaido, maybe that works. Like I said, I don't have Kaido, so I can't do any testing. I've not really been a believer in strength versus dex either. I've been using slasher focused, but maybe strength is the play now. I'll definitely try it later, but like as someone who always has everything, like the realization knowing that you won't have these units until March is pretty weird. Yes, I've cut my hair. I did it this Friday, or last Friday. Luffy's gone, which means this is GG. All of these Kaidos, like this is the second time in a row I've not read the room basically and mistaken the Kaido. But yeah, I said I was using Quick Kaido as a bench unit until really recently, but yeah, now I've just dropped him entirely. Yeah, we're approaching the top 100. Here's Yamato from LT. Thank you, Stylish. I will probably often stream on Tuesdays. Maybe not this late. I usually end work a lot earlier, and I prefer to stream before dinner, this time was after dinner. But we'll see long term, I haven't really decided. I'm taking it week for week. As said, I will probably stream tomorrow, but after that, don't really expect any more streams until the treasure map. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a bit of a PKA stream. Going to try 2 teams, I think. I made one of them so far, so need to make one more, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. I'm not entirely done with the PKA farm either, so need to make sure I get all of the 500 drops ahead of the Shopper Man missions ending. 19. Let's see if we lose another time this stream, like we started with an L, but be going up after that. Another one. Yeah, it's a pretty annoying PKA, but I've actually enjoyed it a lot. I understand if people hate it, but sometimes very weird mechanics can make for some creative team building. I've had a lot of fun figuring stuff out, so probably one of my favorite PKAs, and I didn't like it at all at the start. You don't have sugar. Sugar is actually pretty important to just shut strength down entirely. Not even sure if it's worth facing strength with quick without sugar, but I've not tested it, so I can't really say. Uta. I think Uta is pretty bad at PvP, the 6++1. Uses the special all the time, but the special doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it's hard to replace sugar. Playing PK 3 days per day is totally fine. Or you mean, you can play once every 3 days and just empty your stamina. That's true. I'm pretty bad at doing that though. Like, I just end up not playing instead. Yeah, but when you watch the boost SC set, like, there aren't really any big strength boosts from what I can see. It feels like Driven is more buff than strength, funnily enough. I forgot to update the wins again, so I'm going to do that. Just need to find the strength team. There we go. Bundesnoob. One of the current top grinders of OPTC. Like, not going to lie, it's insane how hard Bundesnoob goes every event. And I do have respect for him. Like, he's the only top player who never talks or anything, not involved in anything. So yeah, I can't say cool Yu since I have no idea who he is, but his performances are amazing in every game mode. Strength to become bulky, yeah. Like I was talking about it a bit, but since it feels like quick is more boosted than strength this finals, like these results might not be indicative that this team really beats this strength. Defense might just mean that we beat it for this particular finals. And yeah, we face an opponent with King Bench. Like, if that King ends up mattering this game, I'm going to be very surprised. Okay, that was a pretty big hit, and now we have the Y4G. At least it was before I could get my bench in. So not the best scenario, but we can definitely win this. Like, this is going to be a big blue jam special once it's coming. It should hit 3 or 4. 3, I think. Shame it didn't hit Luffy, but what can you do? King is a bit more scary now when we've reached this point. Yeah, this is looking bad. This might be a loss, to be honest. Y4G. So annoying. Let's see if Fuji can pull through. And my hope here is that Blue Yam is getting his special back. That can be a game changer. Luffy not dying is heartbreaking. This should hit Luffy and King, I hope. Yes, definitely now. Do it, Blue Yam. Blue Jam pulling through the GOAT. Rare recruit. That was a very tight game, but we won. Bye ADTS, thanks for watching. Whew, that was tight. Fun game, fun game. Yeah, facing those 3 wives on defense is always a nightmare. Do we count this as a strength team? Yeah, why not? Majority strength units is technically a fighter team. Yeah, that was the special luck that happens sometimes. Like, definitely RNG, but like sometimes when you're into the groove and like getting those wins, that happens. And then when you have a bad streak, you know that will never happen. You will just instantly lose. One thing I always think about in PvP is that sometimes teams just stop working. You can have won like 90% of your games. Suddenly you can't even win half your games. That's the worst feeling, and you just give up on the team that has done amazingly. And there's really no reason for it to stop working either. But I guess the truth is that the answer is a bit in between. Like, if you first win 90% of the games and then you lose like 50%, it probably was like maybe a 75% win rating, like somewhere between there. Yeah, Blue Yam is pretty important, especially when you struggle, since his special is incredibly powerful the last 50 seconds. So he can turn games around by himself. Like in the beginning, you're counting on mainly Akainu for a lot of the damage. Yeah, this game is a wrap. Yeah, Blue Yam's underling, I don't even remember his name. I think he was overrated from the start. Maybe not overrated, I don't think people thought he was incredibly good, but I never really saw him have any use really. And I barely even seen him kill, which is pretty surprising considering what his special does. What do you think about Shiki instead of Tesoro? Well, I've tried using Shiki. He's the last one I dropped, and he doesn't do enough, sadly, versus strength. I think that's the sad truth. Like, he dies very easily, at least when I use him. He doesn't really help the others survive that much. His special is honestly not that great. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great either. So, yeah, the team clicked a lot better once I dropped Shiki from it. The team I used before this was Shiki instead of Orochi, and that's basically the standard quick team, at least that I've been using. Honestly, I didn't really use sugar that much, but mostly because strength teams were rarely mono-strength. They had some other things mixed up, but nowadays most strength teams are mono-strength, unless they are like a fighter team. Yes, Tesoro is too good. Hello there, Ego Soccer. Welcome. One of my Discord regulars. Like, if you're a regular in my Discord, you will get a warmer welcome, simply because I know who the person is. Oh! Ah, yeah, I thought you meant 6+ Shiki. I don't even have the rare cruise, I wasn't even thinking about him. But yeah, of course, the 6+ Shiki is good on paper, and I've used him a lot on a lot of quick teams, but against this particular new strength defense team we're seeing, I don't think Shiki is very good. And I say that as someone who has done like maybe 25-30 battles with Shiki against this strength defense, and really experienced how much damage you take when using it. This game is dragging out. I prefer to not eat a second Luffy special. Blue Yam coming in. Like, Tama staying alive is so annoying with that healing. No attack down buff on Luffy as well, that's just awful. No Blue Yam special now either, that really sucks. This is very scary. This might be GG. We tanked that pretty well, we should be fine. Hopefully Blue Yam can clean up a lot here. Well, Blue Yam took out Tama at least. The GOAT taking out the Tama. One of the most bulkiest units in PvP. Don't do anything dumb now, like not being able to kill this yak. There we go. Hello there, Alejandro Ruiz. Welcome. We're approaching the top 100 here. Oh, you've only done so few pulls on PvP Sugo's SC set. I've probably done at least 10 times that much. I've done a lot of pulls on PvP. Not always the best decisions, but if you're a puller, you're a puller. I'm getting a lot less points now. I've already faced Aero today. I've not faced this though, it looks similar to the team I lost against, but let's do it, whatever. Yeah, respect for being free to play. Like, if you enjoy the game being free to play, it's nothing bad about it. Honestly, me myself now not pulling, like, it's been going pretty well. I was thinking of making a video like half-time progress report, because we're basically half-time between when I stopped pulling and when I will pull on New Year, so maybe make a bit video talking about how it's gone. Have I been tempted? Have I been close to pull? But yeah, I don't really have any doubt of not making it. As I've said before, like, the one thing that could make me pull is like some limited Sugo Fest that goes away before I start pulling again. But I don't see a lot of that being possible right now. Like, the biggest danger was some random support Sugo that lasted very shortly, but we've not got one. The fun thing with support is that I'll be able to pull on both the two most recent support Shugos because we get them so rarely, so I just have to wait a month with pulling on support and I can still pull it within my hiatus. Yeah, Chauzu, when it goes too long, he really does nothing at all. And now Luffy's gone, so this should be fine. Okay, another one. I must say that the internet at the location I'm in is absolutely amazing. I've still not dropped a single frame in any of my streams. Like, it's quite remarkable, I must say. And it's not like I do wired internet or anything, it's just through Wi-Fi. No random issues at all. There we go again. You pulled Whitebeard vs Blackbeard. That's such a great legend, even before Luffy 2. Have you ever tried to replace Garp with Legend Ulti? Probably, like replacing Garp in Luffy 2 has been one of the main things I've tried. I did a lot of tests with other units. I know that Nitro also tried to replace Garp. Maybe he succeeded, I don't remember. Nitro has made so many Luffy 2 teams, I can't even remember all of them. On paper, like, the Marco and Wista unit is a great replacement, since they give you 3-turn attack boost, Big Mom gives 3-turn ore boost, keep them for next stage. It's just so hard to fit everything. But if you can make ulti work, that's very cool. It's just very hard, like, can only have 2 strength units, you already have Arlong and ulti as well. Kaido took out Orochi. That's very bad timing, actually. Now Luffy will do a lot more damage. That's a bad hit, but this is still salvageable. Blue Yan can do a big impact here, though. We're behind right now, which sucks. I believe in the Blue Yan. Do it! Ah, the goat again. And now Fuji to clean up. That feels great to see. The goat quick rear recruit combo finishing the game from a bad position. You don't have guard fully level limit broken. I don't think it's required. At least I've heard that on some teams. But honestly, since I don't have a normal Garp, I've not really been able to test any non-max Garps. Serax, the only person I've lost to today. Low points. Oops, pressed by mistake. What happened to all my strength deaths? Let's see what we can find. There we go, Yamato again. Generally, how many games do you use for this and how many do you get back? I honestly never count how many games I use, but I doubt I ever make a profit. I don't really go into this with the mindset of making a profit. Just farming to get Gather Islands materials, that's basically it. The road to get plus 600 cotton candy, basically. Orochi being special binded is bad, but it ran out in time. That's dope. Attack down on Luffy. We love to see it. Still not ready though. The nightmare with the wives there, but we avoided, so that's dope. And yeah, it's over. GG. Another one. Yeah, ranking high is not really about profit. If you want to go for profit, you have to settle for being pretty low on the ranking. Top 100 entry, woo! Just streamed a bit over an hour. Let's keep going for a bit more. Whatever, I take it. I guess the top points are not that high, since even rank like 38 wasn't even 27 points. There's a lot of German in my chat right now, but I don't know German, so sadly I'm just ignoring it. Okay, some good debuffs. Pull Garp in page 1 on 30 games. Well, it depends on what Garp and what page 1. Like if it's PvP Garp and PvP page 1, then not that great. Page 1, pretty horrible in general. Garp, pretty trash in PvP, okay in PvE. Hello there, Mudgy. How will you attack a cerebral death team? I wouldn't. I don't think it's worth facing them right now, to be honest. Very annoying team. One of the keys of PvP is to know what to skip. Like, if you aren't going for top 10, you have a lot of freedom when it comes to skipping opponents. How many wins are we at now? 27, right? Yes, I'm keeping it up. It's an easy answer, and it is what it is. Like, if the team is very annoying to face, just don't face it. Don't encourage people to run BS like that. Go. Shiki shines against Sai, I guess. Interesting on paper, but not sure what I think about Shiki really. He's definitely one of those I will try to use if I had him, but I don't have him, so never really faced him either. But yeah, Sai does have a lot of slashers, so she could be good there. He has an incredibly high CT. Looks like we didn't get a good Shiryu special here, which means that this might be a struggle. At the same time, the enemy is already very low HP, so not sure about that. That was a big hit, but we have blue EM ready at least, so we take that. King being down is a relief here, since we're pretty low HP on a few units. But yeah, we should definitely win this, so that feels good. Another win, climbing the ladder. Now we're already in top 90. As said, it looks like the points are not that high this finals, which is good and bad. Good in that you don't have to spend as many games. Bad in that you can't really farm to get a comfortable lead over top 100. So you basically have to keep playing all the time. Otherwise, I'm mostly the kind of guy who plays a lot in bursts and not really play regularly. Let's do this again. Just faced you. Will you ever change your free death team? Maybe. Like, the way I thought it was like, when I won my one and only PvP final, I was like, I'm pretty done with this mode. Let's not take it too seriously, and I just want to encourage people in general to put up free death teams. Like, just not when it benefits yourself, but just do it for the community. Help each other out. So right now I have no plans to remove it. Like, it will be the smart decision to remove it, but I don't always make the smart decisions. Cerebral team is current meta as defense. Might be. Yeah, I haven't faced them for so long, so I can't really say, but like, they got Nami and Karina now as well, so I'm pretty sure it's not gotten better, at least, so to say. At the same time, Nami and Karina might have some overlap with some other cerebral units, but I don't really remember all of the meta units right now. I don't think Nami and Carrot were that great, so probably doesn't matter. I forgot to update. Let's continue. Another one. Let's keep going. Not often you get such free legit teams to farm. Like, this is a normal PvP, so less people are putting up free defenses because there's no alliance aspect to it. So in a lot of ways, normal PvP is the true test of skill in PvP. Like, Super PvP is just a meme where you face constantly free teams, and then at the end, the people just try and help the one they want to win. Basically, that's how Super PvP has become lately. But I'm not getting involved with that nonsense anymore. Yeah, good luck getting Nami and Karina. Hopefully I can get them in the beginning to middle of January. Like, it's pretty funny, like, We're very soon entering the area where I will be able to pull on a lot of the Sugos in the future. Like the next support Sugo I will most likely be able to pull on. The next PvP Sugo I will be able to pull on. So I can start planning there already if I want to pull after New Year or not. But yeah, the upcoming 2 treasure maps I won't be able to pull on. Maybe I can pull on the December Kisuna. Depends on if that Sugo lasts after the New Year Sugo starts. So we'll see. Go. What happened to saving for New Year's? Well, I'm talking about that. I won't pull until New Year's, but the Sugos I mentioned will still be running when we get to New Year's. So as long as I pull on New Year's first, I'm not violating my plans in any way. I did the same last time I had a Puliatus, even if it was just 1 month. It was the PvP Legend Apo debut, and I pulled him in the very last hours. Like his Sugo Fest lasted like a few hours into May, and I didn't know pull April, so I didn't pull during April, but I pulled the first few hours of May just for a chance at Apu. But I didn't get him, and I still haven't pulled Apu, which is still one of the biggest shames, really, because he's still the king versus Sai, and without him, Sai is just a huge skip, really. I don't even want to try facing Sai. I've always much preferred to face the color triangle, strength, dex, quick in PvP. I've always tried to avoid int and Sai memes, basically. I don't really want to get into that mess, so to say. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, this team is doing pretty good. Can't complain about it. Bundesnum doesn't give any points anymore. There's not as many teams I can find now with decent points using strength teams. Even Yamato is dropping now, so yeah, pretty rough. Oh, are these Germans fighting each other? That's a bit too much. Yeah, I'm fine with you guys talking German, but it's no reason to beef in a YouTube chat. Like, come on, that's a bit too much. You can take the beef to Discord instead, I'd say. And his name might be True Mod, but he's actually not a mod for my chat. I have not added any mods yet. I think I can do the heavy lifting while streaming. Maybe in the future we have hundreds of people talking, but that's not really the reality we have right now. And the kind of games I play don't really require a lot of moderation, I'd say. Like, especially when playing PvP, I have excruciatingly little to do. There we go. Iso and Kiku against Strength. Pretty good back in the day. I never thought they were amazing. I thought they were a good bench unit. But I've dropped them for quite some time. First I dropped them for V2 Kaido. And now I've even dropped V2 Kaido. Like, if you aren't quick and driven, like, it's very hard to fit in these modern quick teams. Every single unit on this team is quick and driven. Early Shiryu special. Love to see it. Okay, that was a very good wave clear there, so to say. We get a Luffy special off. I doubt he will kill anyone though. Got close on Akainu, but well, close but no cigar is what they say, I guess. Another one. We're reaching the end, I think, mostly because I don't get any good points anymore. Do you still pay attention to the positions of the characters? Honestly, I've never paid attention. Never. I will say one thing though, that let me just start the next game and we can talk about this. There we go. One thing I noticed when I went for rank 1 and played a ton of games is that position is not just about like weak units being backline, stuff like that, and bulky stuff frontline. We also have stuff like the RNG can play out very differently depending on positions. Because in the end, like when you face the same opponent, for example, you have some kind of base RNG that will happen, and then you get some variants, like if you get a knock away, stuff like that. But if you swap some units, you can get an entirely different base RNG. So I had teams that was very inconsistent with certain positions, and then when I did a few swaps, certainly the base win rate went up quite a bit and I got better RNG more often. And I'd say it's not really about base RNG, like it's just the way the game unfolds normally, and then there's always some RNG applied, of course. What do you think about the PvP limited legends? I think only a few of them are really good right now for PvP. On the available pool I only saw Apu, Orochi and Rogue. Finally, all those three are pretty good. Like the optimal in-team uses Apu at least. I think it uses Rogue too. Like, if I ever pull Apu, the team I'd use is like... I just noticed I was almost losing, but then we got that big comeback here right away. And that's the win, okay. I'd just use Apu, Rogue, Konis, V3 just debuff Sai into Oblivion, like that. I know a lot of people do use that, and I think it's really legit. Hello there, KU. You asked, do you aim on rank 1? No, I've done rank 1 once, never again. I will probably get top 10 again. Why not face this old guy, Chauzu? Yeah, Blue Yam coming in clutch again. Love to see it. But of course, battery is running low, so this stream won't go on for that much longer. But yeah, what I want to say was that What did I want to say? Oh yeah, World Cruise. Like it's probably getting a World Cruise in March. And PvP is of course a big part of World Cruise, so I will most likely go very hard on that PvP. Like I will try and go hard on every event on World Cruise. Was it 35? I'll double check after this battle. But yeah, sadly we're not going to get that many more. Once we get the 5% battery indicator, I think we'll call it quits here. I feel you, J-Man27, like top 10 is always hit and miss. It's so dependent on what a very few amount of people do. So yeah, I can see that you're struggling. But just because of that, I forgot to check my wins, but I'll just put 35 for now. Yeah, might be the last 3 here due to the battery. And I've already streamed almost 2 hours, so it's around what I planned. Xerax, still my only loss today. I think that's pretty hilarious. Do we get any more strength teams? Why not? Why not? Is it 36 now? I'll trust you and write 36 and we can double check after this. Yeah, what can I say? I'm very easily distracted. It can really hurt sometimes. Shiryu looks like he'll make it in time. Love to see it. Great position. But yeah, after the stream I'm just going to take it easy the rest of the day. I'm not going to do any more OPTC. I do got a very cool video coming out shortly after this. I'm going to pair up the new V2 Red Luffy with some villains, and it's definitely worth a watch, I'd say. I'm very happy with that video. Turned out very good. Oh, we tanked that decently well. Pretty amazing that nobody died, but yeah, that can happen. Yeah, I'm very happy with this quick team, but yeah, it's hard to replace any of these units. Like the bench is a bit more possible, of course, but that front line is pretty optimal from my experience. Didn't it says 36 now? So did I actually count right? Well, I'm not going to change it. We're at 36. But yeah, it's not if you climb this high in top 100. It just shows how low the points are. I shouldn't really play, but I feel like it's going well. I'm in a flow, but of course we have the battery issue, so this stream is on borrowed time, so to say. But yeah, I'm very happy to have solved the lighting issue with the game feed. It was very dark before. Finally found where the settings in OBS was. I thought I'd checked everything, but apparently I had skipped the one essential thing. I guess it's because I was obsessed with like brightness, light, words like that I didn't even consider looking at all the color settings. I think I checked some color setting, but apparently it was the wrong one. But yeah, main thing is I was able to fix it. Hello there, Leap. You're coming in here at the very end of the stream, but good to see you. Not the best start here. Looks like we might end with a loss here. This might be a good place to end if we lose here. Hello there, Kakashi. Welcome. Not sure how much damage I've been able to do. We can still maybe blue jam this. Just need to get some luck with placements. Login is a very bad place. Let's see who we hit. Didn't even take out the Luffy. That's very bad. Took out Law at least. Maybe Kanjuro can clutch a bit. Vivi is scary here with the special buy. We survive. We really need Kanjuro to clutch here. Didn't even target the Luffy. Oh my god. This is probably GG. Luffy's going now and we're going to die. Yeah, GG. We finally lost. And I think that's good enough. If I have some tries left, I guess I'll use them. But yeah, that's about time. Like, this team definitely has a very good win rate, but that win rate was a bit too high. Okay, we got one try left, so let's finish this. But yeah. Win rate is probably a bit less than this stream indicates, but as you've all seen, this is definitely a good enough team to use, so that's good to know. Oh, you're finally getting plus 200 attack SC sets. That's definitely the most important one. I feel like recently HP is getting more and more important too, but I'm not going to go for plus 200 first. I'll try and just get plus 600 together. When next PvP stream? Probably in a month. I'm not doing any other PvP stream this month, I think. Like, it's not like plans can't change, but right now I have no plans to do any more PvP stream. If I do, it will be on a win. Hello there, Paul. No great replacement for Orochi. Someone in the chat recommended to use Super Super Fast Robin. I can't say it will work well, but that's the one suggestion I've seen. Oh, we haven't done Game 3 yet, SC sets. I finished Game 3 a long time ago. Game 3 is done. Meat 3 is done. Plus 200 attack is done. All the big ones are done for me. Poor Jamie. I forgot his name. We talked about it before. I don't really rate Poor Jamie, but I never tried to use him. Do I even own him? I might have missed him. I never thought about me not having him. But it might be the case that I actually don't have him. You don't like Legend Shiki? I talked about it before this stream. I've used him extensively in this comp. My experience with Shiki is that you end up being too frail. Another boon with Orochi is that he has that speed up, and he has made using a Shiryu special much more consistent, for example. They just fall like dominoes here at the end. Okay, I honestly think that's a pretty good place to end this stream. We did 39 battles, only against ranked with Quick. We won 37, lost 2. Pretty good record. I think that's enough testing for this team. And now I'm not going to play PvP for maybe 2 days, and then we'll see. And as I said, probably no more PvP streams, but no guarantees. I will be back tomorrow though for a short PKA stream, going to do some Usopp HP cut teams fun. That's always fun to try. But yeah, thanks for all of you who have been watching. It's been a good time for me. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.